Okay, due to it is not recorded in the first part, right? I'll summarize the important thing that you need to take note. Okay, so from the background, actually, the important thing that you need to take note is the strategy. So we can see that they are using cost leadership strategy when they compete with price, and also here they uh, classify themselves as budget hotel chain. So it is a budget hotel lah. So they are using cost leadership lor. So this is their strategy. Okay, then do not provide additional services. It's like no frills, like this, no frills accommodation. So they don't have additional services other than budget hotel chain. And then you also have this that you might want to take note. The location of this hotel is very nice. Okay, usually located near to the transportation infrastructure. So this is what it is good, and this is why it is so successful. Okay, one more thing. Can I go back to the first paragraph? One more thing is DLAN is a developed economy. So it means the country in which Highlight is operating is a developed economy. So it's just like US and UK that you can actually figure it out, right? Okay, there's one important thing in this paragraph that you need to take note, whereby all the growth is achieved organically. So what do you mean by organically? It means it is internally developed. All right, so they take the resources, they take the retained earning that they have, slowly develop and expand their business. They never do acquisition, they never do merger, which is external way of development before. Okay, so this is what you need to take note. And then they have now fierce competition. Okay, they have now fierce competition. It means the market is quite I would say it's quite saturated in the sense that a lot of players are in, and you might not be able to get too high benefit from the competition. Okay, you cannot really achieve very high performance from the competition. And then they also invest in web-based technology. So it means they have technology. It's not that they don't have technology at all. So this one you have to take note when you write your answer, when you make suggestion, they actually have technology lah. So they actually have website and this website attract a lot of customer. So we can see that the developed country customers in DLAN, they actually depend on technology very much. Okay, you can see like this, you can see like this. Okay, and they have very good staff. They have highly trained good staff. Highly trained good staff provide excellent customer service. I think this may be one of the reasons why they are successful. And also you have their strong commitment to staff development, and they give minimum, they pay above minimum wage, right? So very good pay as well. So Highlight is a company that value the talent very much. Okay, so this is your role, senior business analyst. This is your role, and these are the exhibits given to you. Right, in requirement, you have to analyze what the requirement asks you to do. So they want you to find out key factors which has enabled Highlight to be successful in its home country of DLAN. Actually, the keyword is home country of DLAN. They want you to find out what are the key factors in the country that make Highlight to be successful. Okay, Highlight is in the country itself. So what are the key factors in the country that make Highlight successful? Okay, so this is the first requirement. Before you go through this video, you read first because I'm going to tell you the important point only. All right, the second one, because of this word fact sheet because of this word fact sheet, I think you should link this to exhibit number 3. It should be related to exhibit number 3. So this fact sheet, using the information in the fact sheet, they ask you to evaluate the proposal to acquire complete stay hotel chain. So your proposal is acquisition. And your proposal is acquisition. They want to acquire another hotel chain. So you are going to evaluate. It means you are going to say, is this proposal good or is this proposal not so good? So it's something like factor to consider. It's something like factor to consider. So good things about the proposal and bad thing about the proposal. So I believe in exhibit 3, actually they'll tell you more, but not even until exhibit 3. Here you can already see that Comfy Stay is actually located in another country. It's located in another country, so it is something like it is something like the first time Highlight is doing. Remember that Highlight always develop in the country organically. So now they are acquiring external way of developing business. They are acquiring for the first time and they are going out from the country. So there are something that you need to consider over here. Okay? And then you have question 2A. Question 2A actually you have these words that you can see in question 2A that prompt you to know that it is related to exhibit number 4. So you are going to prepare a press release. Press release, you can refer the format in my appendix 1. This is quite a rare format that they ask you to do. Now, press release is a representative or is a writing from the company to tell the public on something. That's called press release. So your audience is the public. Okay, so you are representing the company to tell the public on something. So you are going to tell the public how do you respond to the criticism, and the criticism is only related to social and environmental impact of the proposed investment in Finlandia. So you are now you need to now find out what are the criticisms in the daily news. You need to find out the criticism in the daily news, and you are going to prepare a writing showing how are you going to respond to the criticism. And in responding to the criticism, you have to ensure your stakeholder are convinced on what you are trying to say. Okay, so it's something like you are trying to convince your stakeholder that the criticisms or the issues raised in the daily news can be solved, and you're trying to tell stakeholder how are you going to solve the issue. Okay? And then question 2B, you have one words that tell you is actually related. Hold on. Okay, it's nothing, but actually question 2B is related to exhibit 5. When you read exhibit 5, you will know, although they didn't mention integrated reporting in the exhibit 5, but they mention a lot about they want to communicate the strategy. They want all the stakeholders to have information about what they are going to do. Okay, so you're going to, this question is quite straightforward. You're going to tell what are the benefits of integrated reporting. And what are the benefits of integrated reporting in communication and building relationship. So you are going to restrict the benefit of integrated reporting to only the communication and the relationship part. So other than these two benefit, you don't tell. So you can refer to my original video with the answer draft. There are answers over there. Okay? You have 3A. 3A, this reason board meeting tell you is related to exhibit number 6. Then 3A actually asks you to discuss the challenge to highlight by the development of disruptive technology. It means the emerge of disruptive technology, how they are going to challenge highlight position, how they are going to threaten highlights business. Right? That is first part. And is there any application? Is there any possibility that you need to apply? Is there any possibility that you can apply disruptive technology in highlight? Right? That's the second part. Okay, that's the second part. And then B, also the same, is about the board meeting. So it's still related to exhibit number 6. Ask you to prepare presentation slide 1 for each risk identified. So you will have 3 risks. You have 3 risks because you have 3 presentation slides. And accompanying notes for the next board meeting assessing the potential outcome of each of the information system risks identified by finance director. So actually the risk is already stated in your exhibits. It's already stated in your exhibits. You are going to discuss what are the consequences of the risk, and you are going to recommend what are the actions that you can take to mitigate the risk. Okay, I think this question is the easiest in this paper. Alright, exhibit 1, they are trying to tell you how successful is the business. Now, a few things that you need to take note are a few things. They have very strong brand name. Okay, they have very strong brand name, and they also have They also offer customer the widest choice of location, 20% more than the nearest competitor. These are some of the evidence you can use. If you notice in my answer planning, I actually put in all this evidence. Okay, so can go and have a look at my answer planning over there in another video. Or you can access to my word file that I've shared to you. And then important thing, they have very high customer satisfaction level. Right, the customers are very satisfied with their services with the hotel. And also, this is the one that you can use this as a point to help in your question 1A, because budget hotel market in DLAN is growing and the luxury mid-price sector is declining in the DLAN market. So this allows highlight to prosper because of the growth in the market. Okay. All right. You can actually say that DLAN is a developed country, so it must have developed network that exists highlight to actually promote their brand. How they promote they invest a lot they actually invest a lot on digital experience, so they might promote their brand name through this platform They also have their own website which 80% of the customers to book through website. So I guess the good infrastructure in DLAN related to the network and connection actually help in this Okay, but until now you notice that they only mention website. They don't have mobile apps they don't have mobile apps. Okay, then the second page, key performance indicator, actually these are the things that you can have a look, and if you need to compare later, you need to compare with actual result, you can actually do a comparison. And this key performance indicator tell you what highlight is committed to do. So it is committed to give customer satisfaction, it is committed to give shareholders the growth, but these two are the more important one, I would say. It is committed to give the staff good training and development, as well as good environment so as to retain the staff right. You hold on Okay, so at the same time, Highlight is also very committed to take care of the environment when they have all these targets. So these are the things you remember in question 2A. We want to talk about social and environmental impact, right? Then we want to convince our stakeholder. So you can actually use one of these. You can actually use this as one of the convincing point. You have all these key performance indicator that Highlight will try to achieve. So including the acquired company in Vilandia, they need to also fulfill all these key performance indicator okay. And then focus for the future. Few important points that you need to take note, that you can take note actually. In future, Highlight want to focus on innovation. Okay, and Highlight want to focus on innovation. So they are fine with investing in technology and investing in innovative tools. The second one is the focus to grow internationally. When you see the word internationally, this actually supports your proposal already. This actually supports your acquisition proposal to venture into another country so that you can grow internationally. Okay? And then the third one, there's one fact that you can take note. They actually invest 10 million annually in skill and development programs. So this one, you can actually convince your stakeholder in question 2A, convince your stakeholder that we actually put a lot of investment in making sure our employees have very good development. So we can also extend this investment to Vilandia. We can also extend this investment to Stay, the acquired company, the acquired hotel chain. And then they actually implement 6 months in advance of the government launch date. So they actually have very high commitment to give very good rate to the staff. So this also can be one of the convincing point. Okay, if you play this video, you can actually open my answer planning together. Then you will see I actually write all this in my answer planning. Number 4, focus on sustainability. The point that you can take note is you can have a look at this paragraph. There's no facts, somehow that financial facts that you can take note, but you will see they actually they actually invest in system to reduce level of wastage, to decrease CO2 commission, and to take care of the environment. So again, this can be one of the convincing point that you can use in question 2A. Right, so this is exhibit 1. Exhibit 2 is talking about the land hotel industry. In this exhibit, you will find a lot of points for your question 1B. Question 1B, sorry, question 1A. Question 1A is talking about how good is the land to help highlight to be successful, right? Okay. I will tell you the important things. Yeah. Online traveling agents and traditional high street traveling companies are thriving. So actually the tourism industry is doing good. Okay, tourism industry is doing good, proven with this highly developed hotel and travel industry. So in D-land, the hotel and travel industry is already developed. So it actually helps highlight. It helps highlight. When you say travel industry is developed, it means a lot of tourists will visit the country, and thus it helps highlight to secure more customer. Online driven travel agent and the traditional travel company also doing good. So when they are doing good, they can bring the tourists. Okay? They can bring over the tourists. And you also have online hotel booking website and price comparison sites are also doing very good. Okay, are also very competitive. So we will say that all these online facilities also enable tourists or enable the customer to reach highlight. Okay, so they are in D-land, you have all these facilities that you can make this as one of the point in question 1A. Okay, then they have a new airport. They have a new airport, and this new airport generates additional 2.5 international visitors last year. So it means this new airport actually brings in a lot of visitors. So when they bring in a lot of visitors, again, hotel industry will bloom. So highlight will also get more customers. Growth and rail network development is very good in D-land. That's the reason why Highlight gets the opportunity to build the hotel near to the roads and near to the railway infrastructure and also the roads. Okay. Highlight can actually tap on this opportunity, utilize or exploit this opportunity. Okay, but we have another direction of information over here, in the sense that the national competition is very intense, and you see 2 luxury hotel chain has gone out of business. Okay, this one actually supports 1B. Think about it. If your competition in the country is already very intense, do you think you have more rooms for development? So that's something that they can consider, and this actually support highlights to find or to seek opportunity in other country. Okay. Okay, they mentioned most of the D-land hotel chain are offering online booking facility. This one Highlight also have, but Highlight did not mention they have online apps. Okay, they didn't mention that they have online apps. So the online apps, you can put it as a point, as a potential application of disruptive technology in question 3A. In question 2B, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, 2B, potential application of disruptive technology to develop online apps and to do more with the online apps. If you refer to my answer planning, you will see it. Okay. The next one, 70% of the customer would shop for the best deal. So they want value for money. Okay, so when they want value for money, it indicates that demand is very high. Okay, very demanding customers that you have. In order to serve demanding customer, you need to improve yourself, or you need to improve the services you give to the customer. Then only you can satisfy their demand. So the more demanding your customer, the more improvement you will be able to achieve. If when you are trying to serve them, when you're trying to fulfill their demand. So in Porter Diamond, we call this as demand of the home country. Okay, in fact, in question 1A, the suggested answer use Porter Diamond to answer it. Right, but when I first do it, I didn't think of Porter Diamond, so I actually write my own point. It doesn't matter as long as you answer the question, then it is considered acceptable, even though you don't use the model. Okay. All right, another very important point. Nearly half of the universities in D-Land offer travel and tourism qualifications, which are highly regarded throughout the region. So it means you have staff, or you can actually recruit staff easily. In Porter Diamond, we call this as factor resources. Okay, we call this as resources. You actually have staff that you can recruit, and I believe these staffs are well trained because the qualification is highly regarded. So only well trained staff are easily not easily are demanded by the market. Okay, and you also have government's effort, including further investment and tax break for employer that offered the job creation scheme. So if you hire more people, then I'll give you tax break. So in order to enjoy this incentive, the hotel industry don't mind to expand and then hire more people, and you have a more incentive that reduce the cost. So it originally for expansion, you actually need the cost, but for from government's incentive, you can actually reduce the cost. So this prompt the hotel owners to actually expand the business. So highlight also benefit from it. Okay, so one of the point for question 1A. Then you have challenges in the hotel industry. Customer want personalized experience. Personalized experience, you can link it to question 2B, disruptive technology. Remember that our hotel highlight offered standardized room, right? I think in background there. Sorry, just let me flip back. In background section, if I'm not mistaken, they say they offer standardized room. I think I didn't highlight. Hold on, let me see. Every highlight hotel room provides en-suite bathroom, TV, and free Wi-Fi internet access, and each hotel offers a complimentary breakfast services. So every highlight hotel has a similar layout and design, so it's standardized. It is standardized, but now customer want personalized. So every customer might want different thing. How can you do that? It's something related to disruptive technology. If you view my second part of the video, then I mentioned about it. And then there is a challenge to recruit and retain the right people. So with this, I think with the development of highlight in terms of staff training, right, I believe they can attract the right people to work with them. And this part, the next page on this part is actually the part that you can make use of the point to answer your question 1B, the evaluation of the proposal. Okay, let's see. There's a trend of increasing consolidation. So it means people are doing consolidation, including merger and acquisition. It seems to be a trend already. So do you think highlight do not want to do it? Okay, so what is the reason of merger and acquisition? To gain market share. How to gain market share? Because when you acquire another company, the company has existing market share. So when you acquire, it means your market share will be added together with the acquired company market share. So it means in this way, the market share can be increased. And you have vertically integrated their product offering. So it means they tell you business operating in budget segment want to buy in mid-range or luxury hotel so that they can expand their customer base. Okay, I also write in my answer planning vertically Vertical integration actually means they can expand their customer base. Currently, they serve the budget customer, but if they acquire luxury hotel, they will serve the customer going to luxury hotel. So it's more customer base and wider customer base, and you can secure more income with that. Okay. Alright, and you have something that is related to disruptive technology as well. You have new business model coming out. And this is a significant challenge to traditional hospitality business, like highlight. Okay, you have rent a room, actually is Airbnb, does not own any single hotel room, but they can provide accommodation services. So this is very obvious disruptive technology. So when you do not own any single hotel room, what is the implication of this? It means you can operate in very low cost. Now you can operate in very, very low cost in this way. So when you can operate in very low cost, of course, you can give a very competitive pricing. So that's the reason why Airbnb is always cheaper than normal hotel. Normal hotel, they have their own overheads and they have their fixed cost to cover. So they cannot give you too cheap hotel rates. Right? But Airbnb, they don't have any fixed cost one. They only have online marketplace. They just need to maintain the apps. Okay, so this is how they can provide very competitive pricing, much lower than the traditional hotels. So this is something that you can pick up as a challenge in question 2B. Question 2B, challenge of disruptive technology. Right, so that's it. From exhibit 3 onwards, you can actually refer to part 2 of the video.